All right, let's dive into one of the most romantic and breathtaking places in the world, Lake Como.
You know, it's not just any lake.
It's the Italian lake.
Exactly. This place has been captivating hearts for centuries.
Crystal clear waters reflecting snow-capped Alps,
Charming villages.
vibrant flowers.
And an atmosphere.
It's so tranquil.
Whispers, La dolce vita.
I'm already feeling my pulse slow down just imagining it.
What's remarkable is that it blends natural grandeur with the sense of history.
So it's not just beauty.
You're surrounded by stories.
Stories.
In the ancient stones of Roman ruins.
Okay,
In the opulent frescoes of grand villas.
got it.
Even in the rustling leaves of centuries-old gardens.
So for anyone who hasn't been swept away by Lake Como's charms yet,
Let's get oriented.
we're talking northern Italy.
The Lombardy region.
And the easiest way to get there,
Fly into Milan.
from there, it's a scenic train ride.
To the heart of this magical lake region.
We're going to go on a 12-day journey.
It'll give you the perfect taste of Lake Como.
Oh, you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Approach this trip with a sense of leisurely exploration.
Okay.
Lake Como isn't about rushing from one site to the next.
So it's about...
Savoring the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Letting yourself get lost in those winding lanes.
Yeah.
Lingering over a delicious meal with a view.
Right.
Embracing that enchanting Italian way of life that celebrates beauty in every moment.
It's an experience,
Yeah,
not a checklist.
exactly.
So let's start with days 1 to 3.
Bellagio.
Bellagio,
This is the iconic Lake Como town,
often called,
the pearl of the lake.
and for good reason,
You arrive in Bellagio, the afternoon sun casting a golden glow on the pastel-colored buildings.
cascading down to the water.
Yes, that sapphire blue water. The air is filled with the scent of blooming wisteria.
And the gentle lapping of waves.
Your hotel.
Oh, I have to be.
A charming villa overlooking the lake, of course.
You had me at sapphire blue water.
Yeah.
So once we've settled in,
What's first on the agenda?
yeah, what should we do?
Bellagio itself is a sight to behold. Lose yourself in the maze of narrow streets, each turn revealing a new vista, a hidden courtyard, or a charming boutique overflowing with local crafts and silk scarves. And while you're wandering, make sure to stop for a scoop or two of gelato.
Gelato. You're in Italy. Of course.
You're in Italy after all. Look for the Artigianale sign.
What does that mean?
It means it's handmade with fresh, local ingredients.
Oh, nice.
The best kind.
Gelato is always a good idea. But with all this exploring, we'll need to eat. What's the food scene like in Bellagio?
Bellagio's restaurants offer this delightful blend of traditional Lombardy cuisine and innovative twists on Italian classics. But here's a tip. Look for family-run trattorias tucked away on side streets.
Okay, like that.
These hidden gems often serve up the most authentic and delicious dishes.
Prepared with love.
Prepared with love and generations-old recipes.
Those family recipes. So we've explored the town, indulged in some gelato, and discovered a hidden trattoria. What's next on our Bellagio adventure?
Day 2 is all about experiencing the grandeur and history that Lake Como is famous for. We're talking about those magnificent villas that dot the lake shore.
The villas. Architectural masterpieces surrounded by gardens.
So exquisite they'll take your breath away.
I've seen pictures, but I have a feeling they don't do justice to the real thing.
You're absolutely right. Pictures can't capture the atmosphere, the intricate details, the sheer scale of these places.
Right.
So our first stop is Villa Carlotta. Imagine stepping back in time as you wander through opulent rooms adorned with frescoes and sculptures by master artists like Canova and Hayez.
Wow.
Keep an eye out for Canova's poignant sculpture of Psyche revived by Cupid's Kiss, a masterpiece of neoclassical art. Then, step out into the gardens, a riot of colors and scents with panoramic views of the lake that will simply take your breath away.
Wow, so it's a museum and a botanical garden all in one.
Yes.
What's next on our villa hopping adventure?
Next, we're heading to Villa del Belbianello, a place so stunning it's been featured in films like Star Wars and Casino Royale.
Really?
This villa is perched on a wooded promontory. It offers unparalleled views of the lake.
Wow.
You can practically feel the history as you wander through the meticulously curated rooms, filled with antique furniture, art, and artifacts collected from around the world.
Okay, I'm officially adding villa hopping to my bucket list. So, we spent the day immersed in history and beauty. What's the perfect way to end our second day in Bellagio?
After a day of exploring, treat yourself to a truly unforgettable dining experience.
Yeah?
Find a restaurant with a terrace overlooking the lake where you can savor the flavors of Lombardy as the sun sets over the water, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink.
That sounds incredibly romantic. What dish would you recommend for this quintessential Lake Como experience?
You can't go wrong with risotto con pesce persico.
Okay.
A creamy risotto made with the delicate, flaky flesh of perch caught fresh from the lake. It's a true taste of the region.
It sounds great.
And it pairs beautifully with a crisp, local white wine like Lugano.
All right, risotto and wine with a view.
Yes.
I'm sold. But there's even more magic in store for our third day in Bellagio. What's next on the itinerary?
For day 3, we're taking to the water.
Oh.
Imagine gliding across the lake's surface, the gentle breeze in your hair, the sun warming your skin, and the majestic mountains rising in the distance.
A boat cruise. Now, this is something I've always dreamed of doing on Lake Como.
It's the perfect way to experience the grandeur of Lake Como from a whole new perspective.
What kind of hidden gems can we expect to see from the water?
You'll discover charming villages nestled along the shore, each with its own unique character and history. You'll see grand villas perched on hillsides, their gardens cascading down to the water's edge.
Okay.
And you'll get a sense of the lake's unique geography, that iconic upside-down Y shape formed by centuries of glacial activity.
I see.
Keep an eye out for hidden coves and secluded beaches, perfect for a refreshing dip on a warm day.
You've convinced me. A boat cruise is a must-do.
Yeah.
But as much as I could spend days just drifting across this magical lake, I have a feeling there are even more charming towns waiting to be discovered.
You're absolutely right.
What's next on our Lake Como adventure?
Prepare to be charmed by a different side of Lake Como.
Okay.
We're heading to Varenna and Bellagio,
Varenna and Bellagio.
2 towns that offer a glimpse into the lake's more rustic and authentic charm.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Imagine a village where time seems to have stood still, where colorful houses cling to the hillside, their terracotta roofs reflecting the warm Italian sun.
Okay.
Where fishermen mend their nets by the harbor, and the air is filled with the scent of freshly baked bread and blooming jasmine.
Wow.
That's Varenna.
That sounds absolutely magical. What should we be sure to see and do in this charming village?
First things first, wander.
Okay.
Varenna is all about those delightful discoveries you make as you explore its narrow cobblestone streets.
I like that.
Each turn revealing a hidden courtyard, a vibrant flower box, or a glimpse of the sparkling lake through a wrought iron gate.
So it's all about embracing the unexpected.
Yeah,
And letting yourself get lost in the beauty of it all.
exactly.
What are some must-sees in Varenna?
Be sure to visit the Passeggiata. It's a picturesque walkway that hugs the shoreline, offering breathtaking views of the lake and the surrounding mountains. It's the perfect spot for a leisurely stroll, especially at sunset. And while you're exploring, make sure to stop by the Church of San Giorgio.
Oh, wow.
It's a 14th century church with stunning frescoes and a serene
A
atmosphere.
historic church with a view. I'm adding it to my list. Now, what about food? Any Varenna specialties we should be sure to try?
For lunch, I highly recommend finding a local trattoria and indulging in a classic dish of polenta uncia.
Okay.
It's a hearty and comforting dish of creamy polenta layered with melted cheese and butter, and it's a true taste of Lombardy's mountain cuisine.
Polenta uncia. That sounds delicious. Now, after filling up on delicious food and soaking in the charm of Varenna, where does our adventure take us next?
From Varenna, we'll hop on a ferry and cross the lake to Bellagio, another gem on Lake Como's western shore. Bellagio offers a slightly more bustling atmosphere than Varenna, with a vibrant harbor lined with cafes and restaurants, and a charming historic center with picturesque squares and elegant boutiques.
Bellagio. What are some highlights we shouldn't miss in this town?
One of the most striking features of Bellagio is its beautiful lakeside promenade lined with palm trees
Palm trees.
and offering stunning views of Bellagio across the water. It's the perfect place to enjoy a leisurely stroll, stop for a coffee or gelato, and simply soak in the atmosphere.
A promenade with palm trees and lake views. I can't wait. Now, I'm all about experiencing the local culture wherever I travel. What are some uniquely Bellagio experiences we should look for?
Well, Bellagio is known for its weekly market, held every Friday in the main square. It's a feast for the senses, with stalls overflowing with fresh produce, local cheeses, cured meats, and colorful handmade crafts. It's a great opportunity to interact with the locals, sample some regional delicacies, and maybe even pick up a unique souvenir or two.
Ooh, a local market. It's definitely going on the itinerary. Now, after immersing ourselves in the charm of Bellagio, it's time to embrace the adventurous side of Lake Como. What's next?
For day 6, we're going to explore the lake's natural beauty on 2 wheels.
Oh,
Rent a bike and cycle along the scenic lakeside paths, weaving through olive groves and vineyards, past charming villages and historic villas, all the while enjoying breathtaking views of the water and the surrounding mountains.
okay. I'm picturing myself cycling through those picturesque landscapes. The sun on my face, the breeze in my hair. It sounds absolutely idyllic. Now, are there any particular routes you'd recommend?
One of the most popular and scenic routes follows the western shore of the lake,
Okay.
from Bellagio all the way up to the northern tip. You can choose to cycle the entire route,
Right.
or simply enjoy a leisurely ride, stopping along the way to explore charming villages, have a picnic with a view, or simply soak in the beauty of your surroundings.
Amazing. Now, after a day of cycling and soaking in those stunning views, I'm guessing we'll have worked up quite an appetite. Any dinner recommendations for our final night in Bellagio?
For a truly memorable dining experience, I recommend finding a restaurant with a terrace overlooking the lake.
Okay.
Indulging in Lavarello in Carpione.
Okay.
It's a local specialty of lake whitefish, marinated in a flavorful blend of herbs, vinegar, and onions. It's a dish that perfectly captures the essence of Lake Como's cuisine: fresh, simple, and bursting with flavor.
Lavarello and Carpione it is. Now, I'm already feeling sad to leave these charming towns behind, but I have a feeling our Lake Como journey is about to get even more fascinating. Where are we headed next?
Our next stop takes us to 2 cities steeped in history and culture: Como and Lecco.
Como and Lecco.
Get ready to explore ancient ruins, wander through cobblestone streets, and immerse yourself in the stories that have shaped this region for centuries.
Como and Lecco. I can't wait. Tell me everything.
First, we'll venture to the city of Como itself, the largest town on the lake and a hub of activity and culture. Imagine stepping back in time as you explore the Roman Gate, a remnant of the city's ancient past, or wander through the Piazza del Duomo, dominated by the magnificent Duomo di Como, a masterpiece of Gothic and Renaissance architecture.
Wow, a blend of Roman ruins and Gothic architecture.
Hmm.
That's quite a combination. What else should we be sure to see and do in Como?
For a truly unforgettable experience, take the funicular up to Brunei.
With a funicular.
It's like a cable car.
Okay.
It takes you up to this charming hillside village overlooking the city.
Brunei, yes. Got it.
The views from the top are simply spectacular, offering a panorama of the lake, the city, and the surrounding mountains. It's the perfect spot to capture those iconic Lake Como photos.
A funicular ride with breathtaking views. I'm sold. Now, after exploring Como, where does our journey take us next?
From Como, we'll travel to Lecco, a city located at the southern tip of the lake and renowned for its literary heritage.
Okay.
Lecco is the setting for Alessandro Manzoni's famous novel, The Betrothed, a timeless tale of love, betrayal, and redemption set against the backdrop of 17th century Italy.
Lecco. The setting of a classic novel. That's so intriguing. What are some highlights we should be sure to see in this literary city?
As you wander through Lecco's historic center, you can practically feel the echoes of Manzoni's characters coming to life. Be sure to visit the Palazzo delle Porre, a historic building that now houses the civic museums, and explore the picturesque Piazza XX Settembre, the heart of the city's social life.
I can already picture myself strolling through those historic streets, imagining the characters from The Betrothed coming to life around every corner. Now, after a day of exploring these 2 culturally rich cities, what's the perfect way to end our day?
For a truly authentic Italian experience, indulge in the ritual of aperitivo,
Okay.
a pre-dinner tradition that's an integral part of Italian culture. Find a charming bar or cafe with the view and enjoy a selection of local wines or cocktails accompanied by delicious snacks,
What kind of snacks?
from olives and cheeses to small bites of local specialties.
Aperitivo. That sounds like the perfect way to unwind and soak in the atmosphere after a day of exploring. Now, as much as I love exploring cities, I have a feeling Lake Como has even more natural beauty in store for us. What's next on our itinerary?
For our next adventure, we're heading to the eastern shore of the lake, where we'll discover hidden hiking trails, picturesque villages, and a chance to experience the tranquility of nature.
Hidden hiking trails and tranquil villages. I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Imagine yourself stepping off the beaten path and onto ancient trails that wind through lush forests, past cascading waterfalls, and up to panoramic viewpoints that offer breathtaking views of the lake and the surrounding mountains.
Okay, I'm officially adding hiking with a view to my Lake Como must-do list. What are some specific trails or areas you'd recommend for hikers?
One of the most rewarding and scenic trails is the Sentiero del Viandante,
Okay.
an ancient pathway that once connected the villages along the eastern shore. It's a moderately challenging hike, but the views are absolutely worth it. You'll pass through charming villages, olive groves, and forests, all the while enjoying panoramic vistas of the lake.
The Sentiero del Viandante. It sounds like the perfect way to experience the natural beauty of Lake Como. Now, after a day of hiking and soaking in those stunning views, I'm guessing we'll be ready for a hearty meal. What's on the menu?
For dinner, I recommend seeking out a rustic osteria
Okay.
in one of the villages along the eastern shore. These traditional eateries are known for their warm hospitality, hearty local dishes, and excellent regional wines.
An osteria in a charming village. I can't wait. What dish would you recommend for this rustic dining experience?
You can't go wrong with pizza curry.
Okay.
A traditional Lombardy pasta dish made with buckwheat noodles, potatoes, cabbage, and melted cheese. It's a hearty and flavorful dish, perfect for a cold evening after a day of hiking.
Pizza curry. It sounds delicious. And the perfect ending to a day of adventure and exploration. Now, as much as I'd love to keep exploring the eastern shore, I have a feeling our Lake Como journey is about to take another exciting turn. What's next on the agenda?
For our next adventure, we're going to explore some hidden gems and off-the-beaten-path experiences.
Okay.
That will give you a truly unique perspective on Lake Como.
Right.
Get ready for hidden waterfalls, charming villages tucked away in secluded valleys,
I like that.
and even a taste of farm-to-table dining at its finest.
Hidden waterfalls and farm-to-table dining. I'm all ears. Tell me everything.
First, we'll venture to the Orito di Nesso,
Okay.
a natural wonder that's often overlooked by tourists. Imagine a dramatic gorge carved into the hillside with a cascading waterfall plunging into the lake below. It's a truly breathtaking sight,
Wow.
and you can reach it by following a short, scenic path from the village of Nesso.
A hidden waterfall. That sounds incredible. What
Yeah.
else is on our hidden gems itinerary?
Next, we'll escape the crowds and discover the charming village of Carreno, nestled in a secluded valley on the eastern shore.
Okay.
Carreno is a true hidden gem, a
Mhm.
place where time seems to have stood still.
I love that.
With narrow cobblestone streets, colorful houses draped in wisteria, and stunning views of the lake.
Wow.
It's the perfect place to enjoy a peaceful stroll, have a picnic with a view, and simply soak in the tranquil atmosphere.
Carreno. It sounds like a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle. Now, after exploring these hidden gems, I'm guessing we'll be ready for a truly authentic culinary experience. What's on the menu?
For lunch, I recommend seeking out a local agriturismo.
Agriturismo.
Yeah,
What's that?
it's a farm-to-table restaurant.
Oh, nice.
It offers a truly unique dining experience. These establishments are often family-run,
Okay.
using fresh, seasonal ingredients grown right on the property.
Right.
You'll enjoy delicious home-cooked meals, often served in a rustic setting with stunning views of the surrounding countryside.
An agriturismo. That sounds like a perfect way to experience the flavors of Lake Como and connect with the local culture. Now, as much as I could spend days exploring these hidden gems, I have a feeling our Lake Como journey is about to enter its final chapter. What's next on the agenda?
You're right. For our final days on Lake Como, we're going to embrace the art of relaxation and rejuvenation.
Oh, I get that.
Indulging in spa treatments, leisurely boat rides, and simply soaking in the beauty of our surroundings.
Yeah.
Get ready to unwind, recharge, and create lasting memories of this magical destination.
Relaxation and rejuvenation. That sounds like the perfect way to end our Lake Como adventure. Tell me everything.
Imagine this. You wake up in a luxurious spa resort on the shores of the lake,
Okay.
surrounded by lush gardens and breathtaking views. The air is filled with the scent of pine trees and the gentle lapping of waves against the shore.
Oh, that's the life.
This is your sanctuary for the next few days.
Okay, I'm already feeling my stress melt away. So, what's first on the agenda for our spa retreat?
Day 10 is all about you. Choose from a range of treatments designed to rejuvenate your body and mind.
Okay.
Perhaps a massage with fragrant essential oils,
Yeah.
a revitalizing facial,
Okay.
or a soak in a thermal pool overlooking the lake.
Thermal pool with a view? I'm in. And what about those of us who are looking for something a little more active?
Well, Lake Como offers plenty of opportunities for gentle exercise and exploration.
Okay.
Take a leisurely stroll through the resort's gardens, go for a swim in the lake, or rent a kayak and explore the shoreline at your own pace.
Kayaking on a crystal clear lake. I like the sound of that. Now, after a day of pampering and relaxation, I'm guessing we'll have worked up an appetite.
Yeah.
What's on the menu for our spa retreat?
Well, many spa resorts offer delicious and healthy dining options.
Okay.
Focusing on fresh, local ingredients,
Mm-hmm.
you might enjoy a light and flavorful salad with grilled fish,
Sorry.
a creamy risotto with seasonal vegetables,
Yep.
or a refreshing fruit sorbet for dessert.
Healthy and delicious.
Yeah.
It's a perfect combination.
Yeah,
As much as I could spend days lounging in a spa,
I know.
I have a feeling there's one more iconic Lake Como experience we haven't ticked off our list.
You're right. No trip to Lake Como is complete without experiencing the lake itself in a more intimate way.
Okay.
So for day 11,
Yes.
we're chartering a private boat for the day.
A private boat.
Mhm.
This has been a dream of mine since we started planning this itinerary. What makes this experience so special?
Imagine having the entire lake at your disposal, gliding across the water at your own pace,
Okay.
stopping to swim in secluded coves,
Mm-hmm.
discovering hidden waterfalls,
Wow.
enjoying a picnic lunch on a secluded beach.
That's amazing.
It's the ultimate way to soak in the beauty and tranquility of Lake Como.
That sounds absolutely magical.
Yeah.
And the perfect way to say goodbye to this incredible lake. I have a feeling we have one last grand finale in store for our final night on Lake Como.
You're right. For our farewell dinner,
Yes.
we're heading to one of the region's most celebrated restaurants. This is a night to savor, to indulge in innovative dishes that showcase the best of Lombardy's culinary traditions, all while enjoying breathtaking views of the lake as the sun sets.
A farewell dinner with a view. I can't think of a more perfect way to end our Lake Como journey. Now, as we prepare to say goodbye to this magical place, what's the one piece of advice you would give to first-time visitors to Lake Como?
Embrace the art of slow travel.
I was going to say that.
Lake Como is a destination that rewards those who take their time,
Right.
savor each moment, and allow themselves to be fully immersed in the beauty and tranquility of their surroundings.
It's not about rushing through a checklist.
No, it's not.
It's about truly experiencing a place,
Yeah,
connecting with its people,
absolutely.
and creating memories that will last a lifetime.
Exactly. And remember, Lake Como is a place that stays with you long after you've left its shores.
Yeah.
It's a place that inspires you to slow down, appreciate the simple things, and savor the beauty that surrounds you. And I have a feeling this is just the beginning of your love affair with Lake Como.
I have a feeling you're right. Well, on that inspiring note, I think it's time to wrap up part 1 of our Lake Como deep dive.
Oh, we have to do more.
We do.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on this virtual adventure, and we hope we've inspired you to plan your own unforgettable trip to this magical destination.
And remember, no matter what type of traveler you are, whether you're seeking adventure, relaxation, culture, or simply a chance to escape the everyday, Lake Como has something special in store for you.
So start dreaming,
Yes.
start planning,
Do it.
and get ready to experience La Dolce Vita on the shores of Italy's most beautiful lake.
Ciao.
Ciao for now, and happy travels.
Ciao. Welcome back to our Lake Como deep dive. I hope you are ready for more,
I am.
because we're about to uncover those practicalities, those
Yeah.
insider secrets
Things that can make or break a trip.
that will transform your trip from wonderful to extraordinary.
Okay, let's do it.
First things first, getting around.
Okay, how do we get around?
While Lake Como is surprisingly accessible,
Yeah.
the best way to truly experience its magic
Okay.
is by embracing the leisurely pace of lake travel.
So we're talking
Ferries.
ferries, okay.
Ferries connect the major towns and offer breathtaking views along the way.
So ditch the rental car and embrace the ferry.
Yeah,
It's all part of the experience.
precisely. And speaking of experience,
Yeah.
here's a tip.
What got?
Don't be afraid to stray from the well-trodden path.
Oh.
Some of the most enchanting villages are tucked away in secluded valleys,
Right.
reachable by winding roads that meander through breathtaking scenery. So renting a car for a day or two to explore these hidden corners can be incredibly rewarding.
Okay, noted. Now, what about language? I know a few basic Italian phrases,
Yeah.
but will I be able to get by in English?
While English is widely spoken in tourist areas,
Okay.
brushing up on a few key Italian phrases will not only enhance your experience,
Right.
but also show respect for the local culture.
It's all about those small gestures
Exactly.
that create connections.
Absolutely. And speaking of connections,
Let's talk about
currency and payments.
money.
Italy uses the euro,
Right.
while credit cards are widely accepted.
Cool.
It's always a good idea to have some cash on hand.
Especially given...
Smaller shops and markets.
All right, euros checked. Now, what about the weather? What should we pack for our Lake Como adventure?
Lake Como enjoys a pleasant Mediterranean climate
Okay.
with warm summers and mild winters.
Yeah.
However, the weather can be unpredictable.
Especially in
The mountains.
the mountainous regions.
So pack for all seasons. Light layers for warm days.
Okay.
A sweater or jacket for cooler evenings.
Yeah.
And a raincoat just in case.
Good call. Now, I know Italy is generally a safe country.
Yeah.
Are there any safety tips specific to Lake Como we should be aware of?
Lake Como is a remarkably safe destination.
Okay.
But as with any travel experience,
Yeah.
it's wise to be mindful of your belongings, especially in crowded areas. So keep your valuables close.
Yeah.
Be aware of your surroundings.
Right.
And use common sense.
Great advice. Now, we've covered the practical essentials, but what about those little extras
Okay.
that can elevate a trip from good to unforgettable?
Yeah.
Any insider tips you can share?
Here's a tip that can transform your dining experiences.
Yeah.
Embrace the concept of slow food.
What's slow food?
Lake Como is a region that celebrates the art of savoring meals, enjoying each bite, and lingering over conversation. Don't rush your meals. Allow yourself to be fully present in the moment.
So it's not just about the food.
No.
It's about the entire experience.
Exactly. And speaking of experiences,
Yeah.
here's another tip. Venture beyond the tourist hotspots.
Okay.
Take a cooking class and learn to prepare regional specialties.
Right.
Visit a local vineyard and sample the wines,
Yeah.
or simply find a quiet spot by the lake.
Okay.
Immerse yourself in the tranquility of nature.
Those are fantastic suggestions. Now, we've talked about practicalities, insider tips, but what about those must-have experiences that scream Lake Como? What shouldn't we miss?
One experience that captures the essence of Lake Como is taking a private boat tour.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine gliding across the lake surface, the gentle breeze in your hair, the sun warming your skin, as your captain reveals hidden coves, charming villages,
Yeah.
perhaps even a secluded waterfall
Oh, wow.
cascading into the water.
A private boat tour. That sounds incredibly luxurious and romantic.
Yeah.
What other must-do experiences are there?
For a truly unique perspective on Lake Como,
Yeah.
take a seaplane ride.
A seaplane.
Imagine soaring above the lake, the villages and villas spread out below you like a miniature world, the mountains rising majestically in the distance. It's a breathtaking experience that will stay with you forever.
Wow, a seaplane ride. That's definitely going on my bucket list. Now, we've covered so much ground already, from practical tips to must-have experiences,
Yeah.
but I know there's even more to discover on Lake Como. What other hidden gems await us?
One hidden gem that I always recommend is the Villa Monastero in Varenna.
Okay.
While many visitors flock to the more famous villas, Villa Monastero offers a unique blend of history, science, and natural beauty.
Okay.
The villa itself is a 17th century masterpiece,
Oh,
now housing a museum dedicated to the history of physics.
oh wow.
But the real highlight is the garden,
The garden.
a botanical wonderland stretching for almost 2 kilometers along the lakeshore.
Wow, that's a big garden.
Yeah.
Villa Monastero. It sounds like the perfect blend of history, science, and natural beauty. What other hidden gems should we be on the lookout for?
Here's one for the adventurous souls. The Orrido di Nesso.
Okay.
This dramatic gorge,
Okay.
carved by the waters of the Nose stream,
Right.
is a hidden wonder that will take your breath away. Imagine a cascading waterfall,
Okay.
plunging into a pool of turquoise water,
Wow.
surrounded by towering cliffs and lush vegetation.
The Orrido di Nesso. It sounds like something out of a fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
Now, after exploring these hidden gems, I'm guessing we'll be ready for a culinary adventure. Any off-the-beaten-path dining recommendations?
Absolutely. Seek out the Trattoria Latana dell'Orso in the village of Carate Orio.
Alana Delorso, okay.
Yeah, it's tucked away in a quiet corner,
No.
far from the tourist crowds. Offers a truly authentic dining experience. The menu features traditional Lombardy dishes prepared with fresh, local ingredients and served with warm hospitality.
Latana dell'Orso. I love the sound of that. Now, we've covered so much ground, from practicalities to hidden gems, but I have a feeling there are still some surprises in store for us. What else should we know before embarking on our Lake Como adventure?
Here's a tip that can make a big difference in your overall experience.
Okay.
Embrace the slow travel philosophy.
Low travel, okay.
Yeah, Lake Como is a destination that rewards those who take their time, savor each moment,
Yeah.
and allow themselves to be fully immersed in the beauty and tranquility of their surroundings.
It's about experiencing a place.
Exactly. And speaking of experiencing a place,
Okay.
here's another tip. Consider visiting during the shoulder seasons,
Shoulder seasons.
spring or fall.
Good.
The weather is still pleasant,
Okay.
the crowds are smaller,
Good.
and the prices are often more affordable.
Well, even better.
You'll have a chance to experience a more authentic side of Lake Como without the hustle and bustle of peak season.
Great advice. Now, before we wrap up part 2 of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to touch on something we haven't talked about yet.
What's that?
Souvenirs.
Souvenirs, okay.
What are some unique treasures we should be on the lookout for to remind us of our Lake Como adventure?
When it comes to souvenirs, Lake Como offers a wealth of options that go beyond the typical tourist trinkets. Look for handmade ceramics,
Okay.
crafted in the traditional style of the region.
Right.
Discover the exquisite silk scarves and ties produced in the nearby city of Como.
Ooh, silk scarves. I can already picture myself adding a touch of Lake Como elegance to my wardrobe. What other unique souvenirs should we be on the lookout for?
For a taste of Lake Como that you can take home,
Well,
seek out local honey
okay.
produced in the surrounding hills and valleys. You'll find a variety of flavors.
Right. From delicate acacia honey to rich chestnut honey.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
And for a truly unique culinary souvenir,
Okay.
look for bottles of liquor El Matillo, a sweet and flavorful liquor made with wild blueberries from the mountains.
Oh, wow.
Local honey and blueberry liqueur, those sound like perfect gifts for friends and family, and for myself, of course.
Yeah.
Now, we've covered so much ground in part 2 of our deep dive, from practicalities to hidden gems to unique souvenirs. But I have a feeling there's even more to discover in part 3. What can our listeners look forward to?
In part 3,
Oh, yeah.
we'll delve into the final days of our 12-day itinerary,
Right.
focusing on relaxation, rejuvenation,
Yeah.
and those unforgettable experiences that will create lasting memories of your Lake Como adventure. We'll explore spa treatments, private boat tours, gourmet dining experiences, even some off-the-beaten-path activities that will reveal the true heart of this magical destination.
Relaxation, rejuvenation, and unforgettable experiences. I can't wait.
I'm sure.
Be sure to join us for part 3.
Where we'll wrap up our Lake Como deep dive and leave you feeling inspired and ready to plan your own unforgettable adventure. Welcome back to the deep dive. We're on the last leg of our 12-day Lake Como adventure.
The final stretch.
After all the charming villages and breathtaking views and the food,
Oh, that delicious food.
feeling pretty relaxed already.
It's amazing how just talking about it has that effect.
All right?
But in this final part,
Yeah.
we're going to take that relaxation to a whole new level.
We've earned it. We have, after all that exploring.
So days 10 through 12,
It's all about embracing those final moments.
really savoring the Lake Como magic.
Exactly.
Where do we begin?
Imagine waking up in a luxurious spa resort nestled on the shores of the lake,
Okay.
surrounded by lush gardens and breathtaking views.
Sounds good.
The air is filled with the scent of pine trees and the gentle lapping of waves against the shore.
Oh, yeah.
This is your sanctuary for the next few days.
Okay, I'm already feeling my stress melt away. So what's first on the agenda for our spa retreat? Day 10 is all about you.
Okay.
Choose from a range of treatments designed to rejuvenate your body and mind.
I like that.
Perhaps a massage with fragrant essential oils,
Yeah.
a revitalizing facial,
Okay.
or a soak in a thermal pool overlooking the lake.
A thermal pool with a view. That sounds heavenly. And what about for those of us who are looking for something a little more active?
Well, Lake Como offers plenty of opportunities for gentle exercise and exploration.
Like what?
Take a leisurely stroll through the resort's gardens,
Okay.
go for a swim in the lake,
All right.
or rent a kayak and explore the shoreline at your own pace.
Kayaking on a crystal clear lake. I like the sound of that. Now, after a day of pampering and relaxation, what's on the menu for our spa retreat?
Many spa resorts offer delicious and healthy dining options,
Okay, good.
focusing on fresh local ingredients.
Of course.
You might enjoy a light and flavorful salad with grilled fish,
Yeah.
a creamy risotto with seasonal vegetables,
Okay.
or a refreshing fruit sorbet for dessert.
Healthy and delicious. It's the perfect combination. As much as I could spend days lounging in a spa, I have a feeling there's one more iconic Lake Como experience we haven't ticked off our list yet.
You're right. No trip to Lake Como is complete without experiencing the lake itself in a more intimate way.
Okay, so we're talking...
So for day 11,
yeah,
we're chartering a private boat for the day.
a private boat.
Yeah.
This has been a dream of mine since we started planning this itinerary.
I bet.
What makes this experience so special?
Imagine having the entire lake at your disposal, gliding across the water at your own pace,
Oh,
stopping to swim in secluded coves, discovering hidden waterfalls,
oh.
and enjoying a picnic lunch on a secluded
Oh,
beach.
that's nice.
Yeah, it's the ultimate way to soak in the beauty and tranquility of Lake Como.
Okay, that sounds absolutely magical and the perfect way to say goodbye to this incredible lake. But we have one last grand finale for our final night on Lake Como.
We do.
Yeah.
For our farewell dinner, we're heading to one of the region's most celebrated restaurants.
Oh, nice.
This is a night to savor,
Mm.
to indulge in innovative dishes that showcase the best of Lombardy's culinary traditions, all while enjoying breathtaking views of the lake as the sun sets.
A farewell dinner with a view. I can't think of a more perfect way to end our Lake Como journey. Now, as we prepare to say goodbye to this magical place,
Yeah.
what's the one piece of advice you would give to first-time visitors to Lake Como?
Embrace the art of slow travel.
Slow travel. I knew you were going to say that.
Lake Como is a destination that rewards those who take their time, savor each moment, and allow themselves to be fully immersed in the beauty and tranquility of their surroundings.
Yeah, it's not about rushing through a checklist.
No.
It's about truly experiencing a place, connecting with its people, and creating memories that will last a lifetime.
Exactly. And remember, Lake Como is a place that stays with you long after you've left its shores.
I think so.
It's a place that inspires you to slow down, appreciate the simple things, and savor the beauty that surrounds you. And I have a feeling this is just the beginning of your love affair with Lake Como.
I have a feeling you're right. Well, on that inspiring note, I think it's time to wrap up our Lake Como deep dive.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on this virtual adventure.
It's been fun.
It has. And we hope we've inspired you to plan your own unforgettable trip to this magical destination.
And remember, no matter what type of traveler you are, whether you're seeking adventure, relaxation, culture, or simply a chance to escape the everyday, Lake Como has something special in store for you.
So start dreaming, start planning, and get ready to experience La Dolce Vita on the shores of Italy's most beautiful lake.
Ciao for now and happy travels.
Ciao!